And they ran into some trouble, people. So, they need to make some corrections before they add members. And they
Thank
don't
you.
have a date for their update.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. And then the orientation checklist, I did send that out so everyone sees. I put dates on it. There are check boxes, there's a plan, just so everyone has it. And Carol and Travis will be working together to get that completed. Any questions on that? Anybody? No? Okay. Travis's report.
Okay. July would cut connections out. Got some new examples or old examples, but brainstorming maybe different ways to change that up. So that'll be on my radar, just if we want to do something different with the newsletter or just keep it the same. But email list is about the same as what it was, just over 100. On that SMS list, which are the cell phone alerts, is about 53. Haven't pushed that too much. The America 250th seemed like that went pretty good. We announced the coloring contest winners. Thanks again to Security Savings Bank. That was nice. They sponsored and gave some good prizes for that. I delivered 41 RSVPs for a downtown walk-around assessment coming August 3rd. I had pretty good response, I'd say about close to 10% or better. We had about 7 yeses, which those 7 yeses equaled more than that because there's either 2, 3, or 4 people per yes. So there'll be a good turnout. And then forums, worked on a few new ones: campground renewal or extension, campground policy, and then violation of number of pets SOP. I had forwarded you all those in Google Docs. Destination sign, working with Bethany with DOT on a city park destination sign, which would be on Highway 18, kind of by the old reservoir area. Try to direct people to our city park. No update on that. She's on vacation. Website overhaul, I had provided 3 mock-ups to the council. So my next steps, I'm basically waiting for feedback on that. And then I want to create a brand new design based on that feedback. And then once I design that and everybody likes it or okays it, I'll start contacting companies for proposals. So
I can be on that. I would like one other council person to be on that for feedback on the website as he builds, and then we can take what we're thinking and give it to the group so that you don't need constant feedback and you can work quicker.
Yeah.
So is anyone techie likes websites, find value in making them effective and efficient? Otherwise I'll just
modern, sleek, responsive, user-friendly.
Yeah, it's really about a user experience. So what I'll probably do, Trav, too, is find someone in the community that can weigh in on,
Sure.
I use the city website and I like this and I don't like this and this is helpful.
Yeah, and I could even post all 3 online just for fun feedback and see what people think.
That's fine too. But I like having a smaller focus group too.
Sure.
Anybody? Okay, Laurel and I will be your point people from council, and then we can grab somebody else too.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And there's really no hurry. Our website's functioning fine, and we have extension with the accessibility stuff. So we're sitting in a good place, but it all takes a long time, as we know.
Yeah.
Now, let's see here.
Travis, on your forms, when I went in there to view them, it says I have to be granted access.
I granted everybody access. If you refresh and click the link, you should be able to get to it now. Within the last.
Right at 6:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I couldn't.
Yeah, Mark
see
was
it.
trying to, and it was restricted access, so I gave it to all of you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did add a basic campground page that has policy, some generic information, form, and availability. it'll either say reserved or available with our 4 campsites. That is self-managed as of now. We'll be looking at eventually trying to get software where it can do online booking and stuff like that.
Shout out though for figuring that out, because I know that was a lot of work.
I really would have liked to get a Google Calendar system, and it worked good on desktop, but mobile, I was struggling. It was not working as intended, and I did a lot of research with it, and it's a Google issue, unfortunately, of all things.
Way to pivot and make it happen so people can see
Yeah,
what's open. and
it's
what's not.
something.
Yeah.
Grants, poet community, still waiting to hear, I knew that would be a wait. They said by the end of July. The Lions one, I decided to aim for August just because we did get to keep the change for picnic tables. I forgot, or I wasn't aware that I remember getting something from Alliance, but I didn't realize it was keep the change. So I didn't want to do that too close together. So I'm going to aim for August to possibly put towards the Favor Swing Set Edition. Lastly, modernization efforts. I'm kind of in the beginning phases of that. I've been talking with Jessica Hoberg, the deputy clerk for Larchwood. She referred me to a company called Bishop Business. They pitched her doing some basically digitizing files. That's a service they offer. And then Mickey Shields, who is, I forget his title with the Iowa League. He just got a new title, but he referenced Advantage Document Scanning and Storage Solutions, and also Iowa Prison Industries. So I'm planning to contact all 3 of those for potential digitization efforts. That's it.
Okay, let's go to his forms, guys, and get into that. So first one, look at the campground policy. Any edits, changes? I didn't either. We got updated to the 14 days.
I don't know if I like, there's no guarantee you'll get the requested site, but we will try our best. Some people are pretty particular with what site they want. And with the calendar and the reservation system, we should be able to figure out if it's reserved right away.
The only thing is that I'm thinking if someone makes a reservation for spot 1 and then Jordan goes in and it's not booked yet because it's a manual process by Travis right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I entered my Google reservation, or not Google, sorry, entered in my reservation form and it gets into Travis's email. Then Jordan goes in and enters his and he wants spot 1 too. Travis is there and he's looking through his stuff and he sees that we both want spot 1, but he ends up reading Jordan's first.
Okay. With that example, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah, there's certain, I was even thinking too, maybe I'm gone a day on a Friday, and then someone reserved, come into
Comes
Carol,
in.
and then Saturday, someone does an online form or something on the weekends.
Yeah.
So there would be an instance where Carol would complete the reservation, not seeing that something is in the system.
Understandable.
It just saves us from
Saves drama.
the we cannot promise that you will get spot 1 that you have requested.
Disclaimer, should.
Right.
So is there, like an alert type thing where you can get an alert that someone has submitted something like that?
I'm pretty sure all the forms I get copied.
You get an email
Yeah,
of the response.
I'm pretty responsible.
And they're all time-stamped.
And I'm pretty sure I send the alert, I did send the alerts to 2 of my emails, Carol and Becca.
Yeah.
So we got 4 of us that are getting them.
So it shouldn't happen. We should see when they come in and we should be able to say, okay, Travis was first, Becca was second.
I'm on my emails 100 times a day, so
Yeah,
I don't miss too much.
but just for human error, right? Like you don't ever really want to say always or never.
Yeah.
You just end up getting into a hard spot. We'll make every effort to honor your request. Anything else? That was a good comment, Shannon, from the camper policy, campground policy. Good.
I think everything else looks good.
All right, so the next one is the renewal request. So the policy says you can stay for 14 days, subject to extension, but it has to be a request and authorized by city council. So this is the form for that.
How is city council going to approve it if we don't meet for 2 weeks?
So that's
What's
an
the process?
That's an SOP, that's a process. This is the form. Do you have any feedback on form? Form looks okay?
I think my only question on it is, okay, it does have requested a new departure date.
I also missed that too, and was like, Travis, where is the departure date listed?
I had a small little thing just because we got 2 of these forms in and under camper name, I took it as person and they literally took it as the camper, their camper name. So they put like Wildwood.
Oh.
So I don't know if we need to clarify
You
that.
should clarify that, since we've had 2 instances of it not being filled out correctly.
So I don't know what would be a good
People
suggestion.
name.
Yeah,
First and last name.
yeah,
Yeah, first name.
Or just name.
yeah. Name, phone number, the campsite number, yeah, right.
I mean, do we want them to list their camper too? I don't know. I mean,
We shouldn't need it because we should already have a reservation for them in the system that has all that information. Okay, everyone's, yeah, is everyone good with that? Okay, then the camper registration, I went out of order, sorry, campground registration and reservation form. Did you share that one? Trav?
You did.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so take a look at that one. I did add the copy of the rules and policies be provided. I know that they're posted publicly at the campground, but I feel like if people are coming in and making a reservation, or if they're wanting to do it online, they should have to attest that they've reviewed the rules, so they're not caught off guard by potentially a violation of the rules.
Number 3 under campground rules, like break the state by the city council.
Number 3. Which one are you on? Are
The
you,
campground rules of acknowledgement, please initial each
The
statement.
registration.
oh, okay.
By the city.
So on page 3, the third point, instead of by the city, put by the city council.
Correct.
where? Show me.
It's under campground rules acknowledgement.
Oh,
The initial,
oh, okay, okay. Do you get that note, Travis?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? Good catch, Ryan. Anybody else?
So out there, when it says, I understand vehicles must be parked only in designated areas, do we have designated areas marked or mapped off? Or, I mean, for me, obviously, it's in front of your camper, right there, anything that's gravel, but I'm just curious if there's anything actually.
I don't think there's anything marked off there. It's just right in front of your,
it just says don't parking on the grass, basically.
In the rules, okay.
That's kind of a general one. It doesn't say, we don't have exact designated areas, just. don't
I didn't
park on
think so, I
grass.
was just kind of curious if that's.
do you want it to say, I understand that vehicles must not be parked in the grass and only in designated areas?
I think that would be better.
So can you update that, Trev?
6.
Anything else? No? You okay? Yeah. Okay, so then SOP, how it's actually going to work. That's the next task, is to draft an SOP. So what Travis and Carol and I will work through is what happens when someone makes a reservation, who does what. So if it is going to be an online form, Travis is going to receive it, he will put it here, it will get flagged for consideration, sent out for everyone to review. Then we will determine if we have to X, Y, and Z, right? Or if we have a Parks and Rec department, which is 2 gentlemen who are designated people, they can be our decision makers, right? You are city council, you are decision makers on behalf of city council, right? So these are the things that I'm thinking through for that standard operating procedure. Yes? Okay, so you and I will work through an SOP. Right now, how it's gonna roll is that the extension requests will come to city council and we'll look at them when they come to it until we get the formalized document out. Okay? Okay. Anything else on that? All right, number of pets. So we have had an issue with dogs running up at large. That's why this is on here, right? Why is it listed twice? Number of pets, SOP, and dogs running at large. You know why it's listed twice? Oh, it's the SOP. Sorry. Got mixed up. Did we change it, Travis? The number of pets, SOP? We didn't change it. We elected to keep it the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're skipping number of pets, SOP, and we'll talk about the other one at new business. Anything else for Trav? All right, consent agenda. Minutes of the 17th, the treasurer's report, and the list of bills.
I have one more bill to add.
Okay,
Blue Valley, they do siren repair,
oh yes.
$3,092.20 to repair the siren in the Christian school. $3,092.20. Blue Valley.
I will tell you guys, I did get asked, I got a call on that, because it was malfunctioning, if you remember. There was an instance where it was going off and repeatedly for a time. And they ended up figuring out that there was a malfunction with it, so they had Blue Valley come out and it needed repair. It's not required. Having one tornado siren per the fire chief suffices. However, you cannot hear on that side of town. And so even though it's not required, it is a public safety concern that I feel is warranted. So I did say, yes, please, just so you all know. That's why it was added to the list of those.
Good job.
You're welcome. When the fire chief says that we need something, I'm like, okay.
You guys know what?
Yeah. He's pretty judicious with what he needs, so. I felt like that other half of town deserved to be notified when there was a,
Well, to be honest, the last time they did it happen,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it in my house until I went outside.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I heard it at my house when it kept going off that day, over and over.
We got plenty of phone calls.
Yeah. Okay. Consent agenda, minutes, treasurer's report, list of bills. Hello. Questions? I'll entertain a motion if anyone would like to.
I'll support.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, update on the community center. Project cost has stayed the same, it's actually a little bit less. We were under budget. Funding that we've received to date. I have no update on the capital campaign, the timeline. So everyone is up to speed. Demo is August 3rd. That was not our request. That was the request of Hugendorf. It does not delay our ability to finish the project with the timeline that we had hoped for. So it will still be completed in May with turnkey in June, before the 4th of July. Vacancy by the 29th, which is a Wednesday, the fire department is going to do training in the building the 30th and 31st. So the building does need to be empty by then. And we are donating community center items that the city will not reuse. And I have had people coming up and asking about things, and I just tell them to contact you guys. So I hope that's the right thing to do. Okay. So if you're out and about and anyone approaches you about something at the community center, direct. Any comments or questions on that?
so all the churches have been reached out, they've all been informed of it, so everybody's on the same page.
We haven't reached out to anyone.
Just kind of as they reach out to us.
Mhm.
I know Troy has spoken for a couple of the things upstairs they want to bring to the firehouse.
Can you put a post?
This way everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Might be something also to email out in our email group and whatever, like just blanket it as much as possible. Good catch. Anything else on that? Okay. Chamber of Commerce, I talked to Todd, no updates. Like there is no change in that lot, so nothing there. Nuisance abatement, end of July. That's the due date for the properties. Remind me, do they come back through and check for compliance, or is that on us to check for compliance based off of the letters?
We'll see if they have time. And
Okay,
we can always update them if they don't.
okay.
So you're gonna reach out to them.
Mhm.
Okay. I reached out to the lot 2 and 3 and I did not hear back, but Carol did speak with family or her,
The owner.
the owner. And they're very motivated to move forward. They invested the money, they want to be able to get rolling, so you had a good conversation, it sounds like, with them. So,
They're easy to talk to.
okay. South side. We're talking about the south side. All right, so I reached out to our attorney to check on annexation. He said he will do that for us. He did have some follow-up questions. You were on that email? Yes? All right, yeah, you were on it. I CC'd you, I believe, yeah. So I am gonna check on those things.
I don't think he had any follow-up questions at this time. Did he? His timeline.
No one wanted us to check with that other.
Oh, that parcel.
Yeah, yes. So I'll do that and then I'll reply.
You're gonna visit.
Yes, yes. So I'll check on that. And then the amendment will be Amy Dorsey Whitney for our urban renewal area. We have to certify our TIF debt by the 31st. What?
Isn't it the 1st of December? Did that change?
No, it has not changed.
Okay.
The code changes with the 540 reimbursement
Yeah,
by the 1st of January.
right, but usually TIF certification is due by December 1st.
First. Good to know.
Just so, but that might have changed. I mean, that's been 3 years for me, but I just know that. Double check.
We can double check with Amy. Yeah. So we have to decide. We got our pamphlet from Chip. You guys have all of the notes from the meeting that I had with Scott and Andy and Joel and Carol and Travis's notes. And then you have the notes from the meeting I had with Chip and Amy. So we need to decide what we're going to do for the development agreement terms. We looked at scenario with 900,000 general obligation bond. We looked at scenario with $1.1 million general obligation bond. And we looked at a scenario with $1.5 million general obligation bond. The $900,000, we do not have to do a debt levy, which is very good. The 1.1 million, we also don't have to do a debt levy. However, if you look in column M, I don't know, it's not in my mind's eye, where's the second? There is times over the years where our projected income does not cover the payment back. So if you look at that page, and I can pull it up, but just a minute. You saw that too? Yes. So in your handout, it is N, I was close, I was one letter off. So in column N, when you're looking at the 1.1 million, there are years where you see that we do not possibly make enough money back to pay our loan by thousands of dollars. And then the 1.5 million, we cannot financially do that without doing a debt levy. And that was not advised by our financial advisor. But the information is there nonetheless for you to look at. Because you don't have to follow what the financial advisor says. So that's one piece of this, as you guys are looking at the report from Chip. What do you want to do? Do you want to do 900,000? Do you want to do 1.1 or 1.5? And then the other component of that, which is separate from Chip, is the development agreement that Amy from Dorsey and Whitney would help us craft. And that is the terms, basically. So are we going to cover the cost of connecting to the development? I found out that amount from DGR and I shared that amount with all of you, what that would cost the city to be able to connect to. Right? Also, the other thing to consider is that in the past, when we've done TIFs, we have had attorney's fees be the responsibility of the developer. And how that looks is that it's taken out of the rebate amount that they receive. So if we're paying an attorney to do it, they're just not getting that full, let's say it's $10,000 back. These are the things that Amy needs us to decide. We cannot move forward without these decisions. And what I need from all of you is where you want to go, because when I met with Scott and Joel and Andy, $900,000 was not a no. They were very open to considering it, but their request was please also consider 1.1 and 1.5. So we had Chip run the numbers so we can see what that looks like.
Could you, just so let's ask, can you go in between those numbers, like a million, for instance?
We can do anything. We just don't have the numbers for it. We don't have the projections.
The 1.1 is because we figured 75% on 1.5.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because we're covering the 25%.
Yep.
And that's a estimate. You
Yep.
know what I mean? It might be lower, it might be higher.
Yep.
But that's where we're at, is we're covering 25%. So if it's higher, we're still covering 25. But at 900, you're not gonna be covering 75.
Yep.
That's,
But at 1.1, we're not covering our bills every year either.
yeah, well, I understand that, but so if you're less, if you're gonna do 900, then you're gonna be less than 75%.
Yeah.
You know, on everything that's on your sheet and stuff, so, just so you understand that. And what Joel was saying for the 1.5 is he wanted you guys to do the whole thing so you get all the TIF money.
Yes.
That's why he recommended that. Because he wanted you guys to get more of it than us getting it back. You know, but that's up to you guys.
And Chip did adjust the ratio significantly. So we would get 95% back, I think is what it is for the first 15 years. So we got almost all of it back.
Yeah, and then we get paid on the end.
Yes, yep.
And that's fine with me,
Yep.
because it's an investment.
But even with that adjustment for the 1.1, there are still years, Scott, where we cannot pay back the loan based off of the projections that we have from.
Yes, but what year does that run into?
Do you have it handy? I can pull it up.
Because if that's 5 years down the road, you gotta remember, we're only evaluating for what we projected we have sold already. We have 6 more acres to sell.
Oh, you can put it in.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's 29, we're short, 29, 30, these are the years, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 44, and 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the years of our 20-year note were short.
Yes, but remember, if we sell more, you know, than what we got figured, which I would assume is gonna happen. But we're projecting it low. So
Yes. That is a
So we're
good
not
point.
gambling on it, you
That is a
know?
good point. Do recall that we all heard from Chip when he was here last month that these are low estimates, right? Low estimates. Our assessor in Logan County was really high estimates, like $7 million, right? Chip was really low. So remember that. Bear that in mind.
We just wanted to keep it so that it didn't look, you know, we didn't want it wild numbers up there, high expectations.
Yeah.
Basically.
And
We want something realistic that we know, you know, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But
And
like I said, there's more to gain.
We like conservative. I mean, like,
Yes, so do I.
that feels better.
So what are you guys thinking?
Start chatting.
I honestly feel comfortable with 1.1. It's a middle ground kind of, but it's a serious number.
What other big projects do we have on the list? There's Oak Street coming down. The Diagonal Road coming down. Mhm.
Keep on and chatting.
I don't know the money side of things, but just from a resident standpoint, I mean, opportunities like this don't come knocking on small town doors all the time. I think it's extremely important, forward thinking. And like they mentioned at one meeting, that it could lead into potential residential too. So I don't, can't go understate that, I don't think. But the land's not jumping at us. I was talking with some other business owners too about some previous potential projects we could have had in town that we didn't get, you know, such as Pella, and there were some other ones mentioned that could have potentially been in this town. So it's, you don't want to keep missing those opportunities.
If you don't have a place to put them, you're gonna miss every single one of them.
And correct me if I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I have our current amount that we have for our debt limit as $4 million. And we have 1.14 million of that already used. Did everyone hear that?
Yeah.
So we have 1.41 million off the table of a $4 million amount, if that impacts where you're thinking anymore. Also recall that when I spoke with Sioux Center and Rock Valley, which I know that they're not apples to apples, right? Sioux Center and Rock Valley are larger than Inwood. Those groups operate at 70% or more of their debt limit. Granted, though, also bear in mind, they have a very, very active economic development group. So you all were comfortable with 900,000 for the most part. Are we sitting with 900,000? Are we considering 1.1? Are we considering 1? What do you, I need to have things to say to them when I meet with them.
Well, I'm
glass half empty kind of guy. And just like you never know when something's gonna happen in the community,
Mhm.
I'm comfortable with a 900, which is what we talked about last month. I know it's only $200,000 more, but $200,000 gets us a long way on Diagonal Street.
I don't know that we would need to borrow for $200,000.
No,
So if you did the full 1.1, you would be at 56% of your debt limit, if anyone cares about numbers. And if you do the 900,000, you'll be at 51%. So
Chip's numbers were extremely low, right?
yes,
Like
I would say extremely low. On the low
They're
side.
very
Conservative, yeah.
I'm still comfortable with 1.1.
I could probably talk it into it. I mean, I'm borderline. I mean, now that we know where the debt limit sits.
yes, so the assessor, assuming what we have had going on, that's all she can operate from. And what Scott has shared, the details of all the structures in the buildings, she was able to project a $7 million valuation. And what Chip provided us was $2.7 million. So your range is 2.7 to $7 million.
It's a big difference. That's why I said we're shooting really low so that we want to make sure that it pays itself off, otherwise it's not worth doing. And the reason why I want you guys to go 1.1 is so you're 75% invested and not sitting at like the 65, because my return is gonna be higher than yours again. Which I would rather you guys have to do the whole thing and then you guys get all the money, but if you can't afford it, that's fine. Like I said, 75% will cover 25. And we agreed on that, between the three of us. So it's just more for you in the long run. It makes no difference to me. You know what I mean? Because if you only cover 900,000, your percentage goes down and I'm just gonna get more out of the deal. And it's not that much. I mean, really, we gotta cover 200 grand.
Right.
So in that scenario, which is scenario B, the cash flow would be 95% to the city for years 1 to 20, and then 25% for years 21 to 23. The city's debt service is, and Chip wrote this is not my words, barely able to fully pay with the TIF revenues. So everyone has that.
Yeah, that's assuming that we only use TIF revenues and that they cover it.
Which would be the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
To not have to
Right.
take money from
It should-
elsewhere to pay off our
It should pay
giant
for
legal
itself.
bonds.
Yes.
Yes.
Would really be nice to not have to borrow to pay a loan.
Yes.
That's really dumb.
Right.
Why is the 75% big concern?
I don't give a shit either way.
No, but you brought it up twice now, Scott.
Just because if you guys want to be 75%, that's where he has his numbers at.
Okay.
Otherwise, you gotta redo the numbers at a different percent. That's all. I'm just saying for the numbers to match what's on there, it's gotta be 75%.
So then if you're going to look at that.
And you do have to keep in mind, I have not advertised it at all. Because I don't want to give anybody, because I can't tell anybody anything yet until we get a decision here. Once we get a decision here, I can put a sign up, with that on there. And I'm gonna have to put my phone number on there, which really sucks. So then I'm sure we'll hear a little bit more, you know what I mean? I was glad Jeremy put his number on there for the dirt.
So page 14, you guys are looking at the new numbers from you're Scott, from Chip. Page 14 against page 6. Take a look at column L and M and N. So the city portion of the TIF versus the GEO debt service versus surplus. So we have 1.7 million for the city portion of the TIF, the estimated GEO debt service of 1.5, and the annual surplus totaling 238. So that's the 900,000. Then if you're in the next one, which is the 1.1, the city portion of the TIF is 2.1 million. Our obligation bond is 2 million over the course of that loan. And our surplus of the TIF is only 97,000. So those are not numbers to ignore, right?
And that's after 23 years.
Yes. Where you at? What you thinking? Rick says 1.1 is, he's okay with. Everybody else?
I'm fine with 1.1. I want to do the million right away, so. I'd love to do it all, just so we can get on the TIF back, but that's a big difference.
The bigger risk would be 1.5, but going to 1.1 is a little more comfortable.
I only have 2 people telling me what they're comfortable with. I need more words from the other people so that I can have an actual conversation with you.
I told you my 9 before. But it sounds like 1.1 is making its way ahead.
I'm comfortable with 1.1 as well.
Okay. Mark, you have anything you want to say? Okay.
I've also had 2 more inquiries about that they were putting buildings up to. I just, like the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I could get Zomer to advertise, like I said, there's no advertisement. 0, you know?
Okay, so I can, 1.1, we can walk forward with Chip with that. After I talk to these guys, I need to know now about the development agreement. And if you want to include or exclude, because we can, Amy from Dorsey Whitney said, we can do this however we want. So if you want to say like, we're not gonna cover the cost of hooking up the line, that needs to be a part of the development agreement.
I think you should just dead end them. have the person that buys the land hook it up, because otherwise you're gonna have to cater to everybody's separate needs.
There
Or just
is-
give them a stub to hook up to,
So
that's it.
there is more complicated than that, of course. Hold on.
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
I try to simplify stuff.
I know, and God bless you for that. Let me find it.
I'm gonna use the rest of it.
Yeah, you're good. I gotta find the email chain. Gary, estimated cost. To install the water main crossing beneath Highway 18, Iowa DOT requires a steel casing pipe to be bored across the highway and the water main installed within the casing pipe. $39,000.
Why would that come across the road when it's right, water tower's right beside it?
That's my question too. How come I couldn't tee off and go west?
Cause
Where that fire hydrant sits?
it goes right across the front of Ottamas.
A water main crossing, this is from the engineer, so this is what I got for you guys, okay? A water main crossing and connection at Faber Street will be a benefit to the city's distribution system. There's only one water main crossing Highway 18 at the intersection of Maple Street. If there's a break on the water main, the city doesn't have a second connection to supply the distribution system. The water main crossing at Faber will be a second supply line. However, there'll need to be additional water main and connections installed to effectively connect to the distribution system.
Did they talk about this, like, in some form of recommendation when they were going forward with the?
Yes, Stockwell did, because they recommended continuing on east, then coming down the east side of Inwood with a 12-inch at the time in order to surround the town with adequate water supply.
Scott, I'm gonna tell this to you because you had to go to the bathroom and I want you to hear it, okay? A water main crossing and connection at Faber Street will be a benefit to the city's distribution system. There's only one water main crossing of Highway 18 at the intersection of Maple, and if there's a break on the water main, the city doesn't have a second connection to supply.
So you guys want that water line in then? Okay, I'll leave it in. It's just like I said, if you didn't need it, the cost of boring is high.
I know, he quoted us,
But I'm
it's
gonna-
$36,000.
Yeah, it's,
That's what he quoted us.
yes, I know, that's what I was saying, but I told you that if we pull that out, but if you want it in there.
Yeah.
We'll just put it back in, I mean, I'll leave it in there. That's no big deal, but you gotta remember, with our 1.5 on the figures, stuff like that. It might bring, like, we're shooting for 1.5. It might be higher, hopefully it's lower, but that's where we're gonna sit. Right? I mean, it's the small things like that, just a change in elevation. I saved us over $200,000.
So Scott's gonna say
Just
about
like, yeah.
stubbing it for everybody, he says that we can't, more complicated than that. That's what I was waiting for.
This is what I have from Gary. I'm not talking about stubs, I'm talking about.
We're talking about the one that goes underneath the road.
Yeah, we already, like I said, we already knew this, I'm just curious.
No, this is what.
You said it was more complicated than that, that's what I was curious about.
So there's that.
So that's no problem. I'll keep that in because I was gonna pull that out just for costs, to save costs, because I didn't know why you needed it there. Now, did you explain to me why you need it there? Well, we'll put it in there. But we're gonna include it in the project cost, right? But that's a whole different situation why you want it.
Well, this connection,
Yes.
okay, so that's the thing that these women and gentlemen need to decide, is because it is city's property.
Yeah.
And city would normally pay for that.
Yeah, so I don't,
But
we
you're
can
developing-
include it in the development if that's all right with you guys, because we're gonna have the equipment there. Because if you would have to bring it in separate, it will cost you like 40 grand. But I'm thinking we can get it done for like 25, because we'll have them there putting in the sewer. You get what I'm saying? It costs a lot to move
Yeah.
equipment, it costs a lot to line all this individual stuff up. We're gonna run them side by side, so we can just dig the one hole a little bit wider.
And I have words on that. So when I talked to Amy about this specifically, right? Like, can the city have it not bid out? Right? Because that's always a concern.
Mhm.
if it's city property and it's not bid out, et cetera. And Amy said, if the infrastructure is done on private ground, the developers can manage it without the city doing public bid letting. If there is infrastructure that's on city property legally, it is required to be publicly bid let. However, there are clients who have opted to not publicly bid let and assume the risk of potentially being challenged by someone.
And that's fine with me. Like I said, I can get you a cost of that, and you guys have, if you wanna bid that one little piece separate, go right ahead, but I guarantee it's gonna be way higher, because they're gonna have to bring in a different. You get what I'm saying?
She said a vast majority of her cities allow the developer to do it because there is no concern about it being challenged by anybody.
I thought there were projects that we could do that were under a certain limit, that we did not have to. Did let out.
There are for upward and horizontal construction. Mhm. I don't know what the limits are off the
Oh,
top
it
of
was
my
like
head.
70,000, something like that, I thought.
I was thinking 50, but yeah.
Or I thought it was like, yeah, 78, somewhere in there.
I can Google.
You already told us, yeah. 'Cause-
But I left my brain after I
The goal
told
is to
her.
keep this project as low as possible. You gotta remember, I gotta come up with the money too, you know?
Yeah,
And I can tell you this, I don't have all the money for it, so I'm gonna have to be going to the bank on my hands and knees like I do all the day, all the time.
hold on, I'm gonna find it for us. All right. Vertical, population's under 50,000, 82,000 is the minimum. Let's see, horizontal. Gotta love the Google.
I just hope whoever's putting that information in there is feeding us full of crap.
62,
Underneath that.
yeah, 62 for a population under 50,000.
82 and 62.
Okay, so
So then I'm putting that back in, right? The water line back in?
that's, what are they telling
Correct.
me? They're saying.
Cause I'm putting
Yeah.
all, okay, cause I'm getting all these numbers put together like this week.
Yeah.
I'm working on it yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Put it in.
And then, okay, and then attorney fees. Historically, it's been a part of the TIF and it's just deducted from the rebate.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because I got, what do we have at, spend at DGR would go into the cost of the project, which is like 70,000 close to now,
Mhm.
is what we have put in.
So is everyone comfortable with that?
Unless you guys wanna redo it all again.
So if
Spend another 70 grand. No.
Yeah, comes out of TIF.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Any other questions?
No, I think we're good. We'll have
Okay.
another meeting when, you guys get that figured out. And like I said, I'm working on it right now with the numbers. The only thing is you have to let me know when I can open it up to the public for, because I gotta just figure out, I gotta go with the dollar amount that we have into it and figure out the land prices. And I'm thinking right at $75,000 an acre. But on smaller parcels, like if we do like the 80 by 150s, for the smaller ones, they're obviously gonna be higher. Because they gotta, you got another supply for each one.
Okay, so our questions, this is what I put in my notes, the items to consider. We answered the question for the GO bond. We have to, okay, so you guys need to decide how and when do you want to disperse the money? That is also something that needs to be decided.
I would say we just pay as we go.
Okay, so
Right.
you said.
Every month, just to do a payment at
You-
the end of the month, my bills, that's what I do with everybody
You
else.
turn it in and then we,
You have 15 days to pay. I'll turn it in at the end of the month, everything I have. Well, I'll have it in by the 10th, because some people are a little slow. And then you guys have till the 15th or whatever, because you'll have the money, right?
Yes.
So you'll have till the 15th, so it gives you 5 days to pay it. That way I can get all the bills paid. I do the same thing on projects that are $6-7 million. You know, I just turn them at the end of the month and they pay me. And I get paid by the 15th and everybody's happy, you know? Because there's no point in paying all the money right away. There's no reason.
Has to pay them to make it legit.
Says, let's see,
Economic group has to pay them though, and not the city, is that correct?
I don't know how it's set up for your, no, I don't think so. I think the city's paying it, right? I mean, the city is the one.
The city's the one paying, so you get a bill from,
Yeah. I'll say if the
We
city's
do,
one.
it's just nobody's appointed on board.
Yeah.
I just didn't know, I just don't want,
I think it
something
would
that's
be
not-
you guys, because you're taking the
It's the
loan,
city.
you're taking the job on, so you'll have the money. I don't-
yes, so Amy
That's fine.
said, when do we do payment from the bond? Dedicated, you could do it either dedicated infrastructure to the city or disperse a monthly with receipt.
yeah, that's what I'm talking
Those
about.
were the options she gave.
And then, like I said, I'll get an estimate together for everything, which I'm working on right now, but then as we're building it, like I said, it'll be a monthly thing. And I would do 15% of the total down right away. You know what I mean?
No, say it again.
So
So I have to write it down.
15% of your 1.1, I would want a down payment of that to pay for the overhead of buying everything, and hiring DGR, which I already did, already paid for, but to get those costs paid for. And that 15% will cover all that, that we already spent. And then your first bill will be, and then we bill it out every month of how far of all the bills that I've received.
So 165,000.
Okay, and then Amy's recommendation was to do a forgivable loan versus an economic development grant.
That's on you guys. I don't know. I wish I could get stuff like that.
So the difference, and chime in, Carol and Travis, if I miss anything. Forgivable loans are like a secured loan where you would take collateral from the person. This is probably very familiar to you, Laurel. Like a lien or a second mortgage. She said that most people actually don't do this in cities because by the time you've gotten to second mortgage or whatever, there's nothing there. But she said it's for us to decide how much we want to chase any repayment if things go sour. Thoughts on that? We're working our way through this list, guys. I'm so proud of you. Anything?
Sounds sarcastic.
I am, no, look at me. I'm on page 2. This is great.
287.
We're doing things. It's good.
It is good. It is really good.
So tell me what she said about the forgivable loan versus the economic development grant.
So the economic development grant has no teeth in it, right?
Yeah.
The forgivable loan is secured and you would put a lien or a second mortgage on a property or a business. Most municipalities don't do this because by the time you get to that stage, you're not really actually able to collect anything at that point. But it is for us to decide how much we want to chase any repayment if things do not go well. So an economic development grant would be $1.1 million. That's the grant. You submit the thing, we write the check.
Yeah, it's not all gonna be in one
That's
check.
it.
It'll be a big-
That's how simple that is, right?
Yes.
The other one is with like something. So she said you can create certain parameters if things are not done. They have to pay something back. or if we haven't received enough TIF in 15 years, then you're gonna do X, Y, Z. Those are the things. Mhm. Did I get it all right? I took so many notes that day.
And one other thing on this project, I do have the streets 36 feet wide. Like, they're like as big as me. I mean, they're big streets for businesses, you know?
Mhm.
And if you wanted to have a cost out, it can make the streets smaller, but I think since we're trying to get something, we should keep them that way, but that's kind of up to you guys too. I kind of designed it with Gary as we went after like all the other projects around, like Rock Valleys and Sioux Centers and halls of how they're doing theirs. Kind of based it off that. That's where we came up with that.
I assume there's gonna be trucks.
Yes, I would hope there's gonna
Yeah.
be trucks going down there. Cause they're saying, I'm thinking we're gonna have to put a turn lane in now on there, which Gary said was gonna be about another $80,000 on there. But I think we can get it built a lot cheaper than that. Like, I think I can get it up to 45, because we're gonna have all the equipment there. You know, it makes a big difference.
This is your last question, you guys. Because the actual last question is, do the developers pay legal fees? And we already decided that, so this is your last question.
I lean towards just the grant.
Just the grant,
Yeah,
Agreed.
grant, Laurel, Brendan, grant, okay.
Perfect, I'm gonna go out and break.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Scott.
you.
Any questions, you guys? I think all of you guys got my cell phone number.
Yeah,
Later.
thank you.
Thanks, Arnie.
Okay, wait, I put that away next. All right, anything else on that? I'm gonna organize a meeting. Joel's gone until next Thursday. So it'll be after that. I will follow up with the other things, parcel, and with CC and all of the stuff. And we can sort through those pieces. The next steps per Amy, after we settle on this agreement, is that okay, development agreement, if constructed, is legally required, that's done. Keep going back. We have to. Oh. So he's gonna look for geo notes that are short term, so we can see what's happening, and then refine and have a better debt valuation, which is less risky for the city. The URA, which is the urban renewal agreement, can happen at the same time as the other things are happening. We have to get permission from the county to add the area annexation. I have to have a follow-up conversation on that. And then we can have the urban renewal agreement plan amendment in 2 council meetings. So by September, and then at the September meeting, we can approve the development agreement at the end of the urban renewal agreement amendment, right? So urban renewal amendment and then development agreement. Does everyone track that?
I think we're missing a few hoops, aren't we?
I don't know.
We can answer more.
Yeah. I mean, it's all reliant on my notebook, so
Don't lose the notebook.
I don't lose the notebook.
Do you guys have any, is there anything with your geo bond that you have a requirement to spend so much in so much time? you have to spend like, whatever, 75% in 18 months or whatever it is.
Let me look
Just
at,
know that we had to, when we did it for the roads and stuff. And so I was just curious if,
I don't know that we've ever had that. We've always
Okay.
had after the fact.
I mean, I know it wasn't any, usually it sounds like it probably won't be an issue as you're doing it monthly and spending it, but just so that you're,
Interesting.
if there's nowhere, yeah, right, I don't remember why. That's just the what the code said there, but. So you don't requirement was.
it doesn't say on his
So you
report.
don't just hold the funds on hand.
I think it's so you're spending them and not collecting interest, I mean. So you're not
Thanks, Mark.
holding
I want to thank Rick for proposing the 1.1. I want to thank the rest of you for going along. I think this town needs something to happen.
Thank you. Thanks, Mark. I don't see it in any of his decks. All right, anything else on that? We're moving on. Ash borer tree removal. I reached out to one company and I'll reach out to another about treatment for ash borer and also for taking care of it so that we can have information to decide on what we can financially do. I will let you know once I get that back. Any questions on that? Electric scooter. That is the thing.
Prime.
It is the thing.
That's a beast.
Holy cow.
Since we started talking about this, I have noticed so many.
They're everywhere.
So many.
And then I just got a message from somebody today about the e-bikes and concerns about the e-bikes. So we really need to do something. I sent you guys what Rock Rapids was reading tonight, proposing. Talked
Is
to
that
Trish.
just scooters or?
That was like
It's just scooters.
31 pages.
Does it include e-bikes?
Huh?
It does include e-bikes?
No, it's just scooters.
Just scooters?
Which, when you read it as just scooters, it makes sense why they have sidewalks.
Yeah.
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 So I'm like, okay, so that,
Only
you gotta
scooters.
separate
Well, from what
those.
I've seen too with Rock Rapids, they're down to 15 mile an hour, or even like Hayward and I can't remember the other town that was in there, they were 20 mile an hour. Part of the understanding why Rock Rapids is doing that is because every block they gotta slow down for the streets. They're gonna try to keep it slower, and I kind of understand that, but still don't like that part of it. Only thing I don't wanna do is go through all the work. Have Michael all write it up, we have to pay him, and then the county does get together and finally decide something, and we gotta redo it all. I don't wanna get ahead of something, Matt, just because. And the one thing I don't like about Hayward, how they specified it is, they said it was city code or state code.
Yeah, and that's what I got too.
And it is definitely not state code. There is nothing state code in there. I went into every single one they had. They're not mentioned at all in that scooter. So I don't know where they said they were advised by their attorney. I don't want their attorney because there is nothing in the state code that I got.
And state code for e-bikes.
There is one for e-bikes. E-bikes was passed.
They were
That's 1,
talking
2, 3.
scooters. So I don't know where they're getting their advisement from, but I just didn't care. I do like a lot of what Rock Rapids has written in there.
Yes. I agree.
About as far as if somebody is cited, how it does come back on the parents. How it is taken away for so many days for
I did like that
violation.
too.
Only thing I don't know is after a while, is it gonna be the county's responsibility for all this? Is it gonna be on the city? You can keep track, that's a lot of stuff to keep track of too.
So what Sheriff told me, and maybe Jen, you'll be able to, if you know this, but, and that's why I texted you, Travis, because he and I were talking about it. There's a difference between a municipal infraction and a scheduled violation. The municipal infraction is like your weeds are too high, your dogs are barking, your like regular Joe Schmo city code. Your scheduled violations are your jake breaking, your golf cart, your speeding, and they can do all that without MICA. They can issue citations for those scheduled violations without the city attorney. They have that ability. As long as they're in their tracks system, which Travis, you and I have to figure out, but we'll do that. So it's just our municipal code, our municipal infractions that require Micah to draft a citation. Then we have to have them deliver it for us. We used to have to pay for that. Now they're not going to make us pay for that, which is great.
So is the electric scooter ordinance, was that then a municipal infraction or is that a scheduled?
So I'm hoping that it's a scheduled violation and not a municipal infraction. So then they can just do their thing and we don't have to go through Micah, because instead of being, it's so cost ineffective to write a citation. It's a $50 fine for $600 of time.
So how, I guess my question is, and this is with every city.
Yeah.
How do they get the infraction? Like, does the police officer actually have to see the person doing it? Are you guys sending Snapchats to the, I mean, they aren't,
Kind of like.
typically they're not on, you know, like George the bike trail. And we have them terrible on the, and they're not allowed, but how do you get them to write the infraction ticket when they're not?
They have to,
I mean, it just has to happen by chance.
just like with Jake breaking,
Yeah.
like they have to
Either
be
hear it.
there to see it and hear it and then issue the citation. But the flip side of it, which we were just talking about, is if they're not involved, then someone reports it, we investigate it, confirm it, then we have Micah write it, then we have them send it. It's like 2 months like after the fact that they've gotten anything from it.
Well, you could be in the process of doing 6 more at the same time.
Exactly. And also, FYI, you really can't do that. You have to actually get the first citation out before you go to the next violation per our attorney. So even though we saw a violation on May 1st, and we still haven't gotten out the citation because it just takes forever, we can't issue citation number 2 for all the things that happened in between. So
I don't like it. I chased somebody down and I stopped. Well, I almost hit him.
It's been really bad on Main Street. Really
This was
bad.
on the highway.
But it's hard to get proof. I mean, even me, I've been having my phone mostly ready for dogs, but they can't catch them. They're so fast that it's by the time you get your phone out, they're gone. Almost need to have a dash cam.
No, on the e-bike. They were on the highway. There was no helmet. They zipped out on the highway and then they turned and went down a side street.
I saw somebody driving their golf cart down the highway the other day.
Jesus.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's like law enforcement.
Is there an old guy, Rick?
No. Was it?
Firemen have those purple little.
Oh, yeah.
Can we get those? Get rid of them. Just stop them.
citizens
Ours are
arrest.
blue. We're not allowed to have red.
Yeah.
I like the Rock Rapids one. I think it's a good draft starting point.
I like it, but I'm with Jordan. Maybe we just wait till the county.
The county, what do you mean the county though?
Well,
Rock Rapids,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Our car's proposing, because they have 2 full-time duty, 2 officers on duty all the
Yes.
time.
But
They
they-
can enforce it more.
You are saying the county to propose a e-bike or e-scooter rule? They're not gonna do
I'm
that.
not saying the county, I'd just like to see all the towns get together
Yeah.
and have the same thing. Everybody's on the same, where
Everybody-
the cops don't have to go, okay, now what's in the list?
Totally get that, but everyone's waiting for each other.
Yeah.
Literally everyone's waiting for each other. When I talk to Larchwood, they're waiting for us and Rock Rapids. Sheriff says it's a scheduled violation for a scooter.
Oh,
Yay,
That's good.
that is good. Saves us money.
My 2 cents, I personally still don't like them on sidewalks.
I don't want them on the busy roads though, but like the e-bike thing for one of the towns in Iowa had not in your business district, like not on
Yeah.
the sidewalks in your business district, which that makes sense. You have people coming out of the store, you don't want them to get hit. But
Was that the one I shared, Hayward?
no, this was from Clive. I got one from a neighbor.
I mean, we have, in our bike ordinance, it says that they can't bike in the business district on the sidewalks.
It specifies business district.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that doesn't talk about scooters, that talks about bikes.
Bikes.
What'd you say, George? You want to
Just
outlaw?
outlaw, I'd be done with it, we don't have to worry about it.
And then everyone can be directing people to Jordan.
Just walk. Why?
E-bikes should be treated like mopeds.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to when I was younger, you'd see, like Rock Valley had mopeds all over the place, but they're required to have a flag on them and, you know, things like
Yeah,
that.
Inwood was too. We had to go through a driver
Yeah.
course and license flag.
But yeah, there's no actual laws about that, and there's, it was really ambiguous, because a bicycle is considered just like a vehicle, they have to do it, but there's Iowa law classifies compliant e-bikes as standard bicycles, means no driver's license, registration, or insurance is required. You can ride them on roads, bike lanes, or most multi-use trails, provided they meet the following 3-class system. Pedal assist only, max speed of 20 mile an hour. Throttle or pedal assist, max speed of 20 mile an hour. Pedal assist only, max speed of 28 mile an hour. I don't know if the correct looks class 1, 2, and 3. And then it says riders must be 15 or 16 years old, which is like 15 or 16. I'm not sure why.
At
14.
At least 16.
Yeah, at least 15, I guess.
Only required for riders under 18.
But we can't go against Iowa state law. Right? We can be more strict than Iowa state law, but we cannot go against it. So what I'm saying is that there's something there for e-bikes right now, because that's Iowa state law. We have 0 for scooters. So just bring us back. Do we want to do something for, no, it's okay. Do we want to do something for scooters? Want to jump in? Because it, we have to like have it written, and we have to have it a public hearing, and we have to have all the things.
How fast can an electric scooter go? Like what's the max?
Depends on the scooter. They make them that go like 50. Yeah, they're crazy. The most kids ones are in that 16 to 20 mile an hour range.
I was gonna say 18 to 20 for sure.
Okay, but like our speed limit on Main Street is 25 for cars. So 20. I just think I think.
So yeah, at this point, they don't follow many regulations, not stopping and stop signs.
They're harder to see.
I mean, they should have helmets on. There should be an age limit.
They had an age limit and they removed it. I talked to Sheriff about that. They had a lot of feedback because when they had a public meeting about it, people were like, you say you want the kids outside, not the screens, but then you tell them that they're too young to ride the scooter that we got them. That's what happened there. Sure.
Did they say anything in there about helmets?
I'm reading. I don't see anything about helmets right this second, but just give me a minute.
I just think if we're gonna have them on the street, on Main Street in the business district, they're riding, they're not allowed on the sidewalks, which I agree with that too. If they're riding and you're backing up and you don't see them, and now who's at fault? Something's gonna happen and then it's gonna go against the driver of the car. Right? I mean,
Yeah, so that's why he said that this was good, because it does take a little bit of the responsibility off of the person behind the wheel and put some on the e-scooter person who's not following rules. This says they can't ride on any highway.
Max speed here.
Yeah. Yield to right of way. Dismount and walk across the highway. Come to a complete stop. No irregular or reckless driving. Hours of operation. It has nothing about a helmet. So if we want a helmet, we have to add it. And if you want them and not on the sidewalk in the business district, we need to add that too.
and that's already with our bike.
Or bike, but not scooter.
Jordan, you said you agreed that they shouldn't be on the sidewalk, correct?
I don't like them on the sidewalk, no. Cause I mean, look at half the town don't have sidewalks anyways, so.
It says we're available.
And half the sidewalks, I wouldn't want to run them down anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest, they need to be replaced.
We can do what we want. What do you want to do?
My whole thing, we can sit here for 3 hours trying to come up with a policy, but we can't enforce it. What's the point? Right?
It's enforced by them. It's a scheduled violation.
Yeah, for the one cop that comes through. I mean, I'm not nothing against them. It's just, it's like the Jake break.
They got more.
We got ordinances.
Than enforce.
Everybody complains, just doesn't get enforced.
Then
We don't have the coverage.
But to me, that six of that, I mean, then what's the point of any of this? Like, let's throw the ordinance book out the window. What's the point then? You have to have something so that you can say, you're not following the rules. Follow the rules. And if we don't have anything, like, I don't have to go to Sheriff Hill. I can see someone going on a scooter as a caring citizen and say, hey, saw your kid on a scooter, they were flying, it was dangerous. You are in violation of something. I could call the sheriff's office. I'm not gonna do that. But please, I'm just saying.
And I don't know how effective it is, but we are trying to post more reminders with certain ordinances like golf carts, or now we can do the scooters or whatever it is. So, whatever it's worth, but
I think we copied what they have.
You don't wanna change anything? With the helmets or the,
And the helmets.
okay. What else?
No, you can see how Rock Rapids. Those are nice.
Yeah, see what's they can pass it.
Mhm.
Do you
If they
want,
get feedback.
I do like that, me personally, like, it's a little scary at just Main Street in general, 'cause that's the busy section. You know, you don't know whether they should be on the road or sidewalk. So just avoiding Main Street in general seems logical.
I mean, our ordinance, you guys can decide. I wrote down helmets. Do you want business district or not?
So they're required to be on the sidewalks, not the street. But they can't ride them in the business district. So they have to park it. Walk.
That might not be a bad idea. Avoid the business district.
I mean, in Rock Rapids is, it says places of operation, you may operate them where stand-up scooters are allowed to be operated within the city. Sidewalks, resident, I mean, like, they spell it out. Highways, not allowed. So you can say, not allowed in business district. You wanna go in the business district, you park your bike at the post office and you walk it.
That would avoid people backing up and hitting them. Take away that risk. I just think,
Yeah, that's pretty much my, like, only concern. So people backing it.
Yeah.
on Main Street.
or, I mean, we don't want them on the sidewalk because they're gonna run into someone coming out of the business. Possibly.
Yeah,
You got your little old ladies coming out of the coffee shop and this little person's gonna zip right
I
by.
get that.
Yeah.
I like, you know, I don't really care what we do, I guess. I just think that, like with the helmets and stuff, some of this is just needs to come down to the parents, being parents and just telling their kids, hey, don't be stupid. Like, you know, and we can send reminders out about that, just,
Suggest, can we say suggested helmet? I mean, that's-
We don't have a helmet requirement for bikes in our ordinance. So,
all of them that I've seen this past couple of weeks, none of them have helmets on, so, I mean, that's
we can, I mean, we can require helmets or recommend helmets. Do you guys? My kids don't wear helmets, no matter how much I tell them to.
I stopped buying helmets a long time ago for my kids. I lived
I
this
have-
long, I got a lot of bike accidents.
I have
when was a
so
kid.
many helmets and they just sit there doing a really good job of protecting their beautiful heads.
Do they have any next to it?
No, because, no. They're just as silly on their bicycles, as on an electric scooter.
I don't think I know where I'm on the
Okay, so no business districts? No business
Yeah.
districts?
No business district.
No business districts?
Just three
Not allowed in
towns,
business
you know.
districts? And we're okay with the rest of Rock Rapids for the most part?
I think so.
Okay,
You say they removed the age limit thing?
they removed age limit, there's no age limit in this, what they proposed today. Do you want age limits? Okay. Anything else?
Hour of operation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. I'll see, I'll follow up with Jason and Brian and see what they heard and we can work on ours based off of that. Inwood City Code, completion date, 3 months. Awesome. Thanks for the update. Any comments or questions on that? Perfect. IISD, they're tentatively planning to come staff and student visit on the 28th. Jen, have you heard anything different?
Nope.
Okay.
Same, yeah, come on the 28th and do that thing on the 29th.
Yep. Just so you know about that. Old bathroom in the park. I've not gotten an update from Summer Rec. They were gonna put in for a grant. So that's just gonna stay there for now. They're spearheading that project. Jake Brake ordinance. It is ordinance 16. And can you guys take a look at it, please?
So everything else is the same, just we're up and fine. That's just what it is.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a support?
I'll support.
It's roll call, right? Mark?
Aye.
Shannon?
Aye.
Jordan?
Aye.
Laurel? Aye. Rick?
Aye.
Ordinance carries.
Actually, there's 3 more steps.
Oh.
The second motion would be to waive
Oh,
the
yes.
required 3 readings.
Can I get a second motion for that?
Sure.
Waive the readings?
So moved.
Support?
Support.
Mark?
Whatever.
Shannon?
Aye.
Jordan?
Aye.
Laurel?
Aye.
Rick?
And now we want to put it on final passage.
Final passage. Here we go. Can I get a motion for the final passage of the Jake Brake ordinance with the fine increase to 125?
I will.
Who did it? Shannon, who's supporting it?
Support.
Laurel, great. Mark,
Aye.
Shannon,
Aye.
Jordan,
Aye.
Laurel,
Aye.
Rick.
Aye.
Thank you. Can you imagine if you didn't waive the thing and then do the thing? It's great, right?
Then you would, if you didn't waive them, you would take 3 months to pass.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, new business, library board. So I talked to Laura. They have several people whose terms are ending for the library board. Mary Stye is willing to stay on as president. Nikki Hugendorn is their county representative and is willing to stay on. So then that means they have 1 actual opening. So we blasted it out on social media. I talked to some people and they're also supposed to have men on the library board per their bylaws. So it was a concerted effort to look for men. I had some women who wanted to, and I said, thank you. However, I'm making every effort to find some men. So I had Chris Patterson come forward and John McKinney. Both of them are very willing to serve. They're both wonderful people that are involved in other activities in town. So you as a city council, we have 2 gentlemen who are willing, and who would we like to appoint between Chris or John? I guarantee there will be another board opportunity or whoever to be on. Just pick one.
How about Chris?
Okay. Okay with that?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Good.
Okay. Chris is going to be on the library board. All right. Now, fireworks. Got a request to look at our fireworks ordinance. there were concerns about where specifically they are discharged.
No copy.
Did you make copies?
Was it in the email? It
It was an email.
was in the email.
I don't,
Was it?
And my whole thing is we follow state ordinance, correct? That's what's printed in the paper, and we have no other actions. Some states or some cities have extras that they do. All ours states that we follow state code.
So do you
So
want?
what, did somebody come forward and say they want something added or what?
Yes.
Did they ask for?
Where it is discharged, where they're discharged. Mark, do you have more to add?
Well, I think state ordinance says it has to be done on your property. Okay, so
Fireworks ordinance, if you want.
4th of July,
48.
we were gonna walk downtown, check out fireworks. Okay? I have two options, and both ways downtown, I've got people setting off fireworks down the middle of the street. Okay? So we chose the one where out, went a little wide, got downtown early, figured out it was gonna be a little while, so we walked back home. We come back home, and we've got kids chasing each other down the street with Roman candles, firing all over the place. Now, I'm not gonna say I've never done that, but I did not do it down the city street. So, I just think, and then if you do it, but the other hand of that is, if they're doing it on their driveway or their property, which they should be doing, we all know fireworks don't go straight up and straight down. So now you're getting stuff all over the neighbor's yard and stuff like that too. So, that was just, I just want to open up the conversation about it and see what's everybody's thoughts. So I think, whatever what I do know is that since Iowa has started to allow it, it's gotten a lot more every year. So.
And normally people have been pretty respectful and keeping it to like the week of the 4th, like you can just kind of assume like, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
But like you said, the shooting in the streets and shooting it at people,
Yeah, if a car would have been coming by, they could have got, who knows what, but, but. And I think I think the state code does limit it to like the weekend before to the 8th or something like that. There was only a certain time for it to be done. Yeah,
15th through the 8th.
Travis, you sent that out, right, as a reminder, kind of coming up on the 4th of July, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
So, I don't know, I just wanted to throw it out there. Well, I didn't do anything about it either, so.
I mean, like you said, too, generally driveways have some type of angle. They could be shooting them off there and
They're gonna go all over.
they're gonna go all over the place.
You guys want to, what do you want to do?
We got
You could think about
11
it.
months to think about this.
You can think about it. We can pull some other cities too and see if they've done anything.
The paper like 3 weeks ago, I had them all in there. I don't know if it's on the dig up again or what, but
Sure
it's
can.
very simple what
Trav,
the extras were.
can you do that?
Say that one more time.
Paper, Harold had like 2-3 weeks ago, they had everybody's extra ordinances that they had in there from the 4th of July. And it was very simple, I mean.
Okay. Anything else on fireworks? Thanks for walking us through that, Mark. Okay, dog ordinance. So eventually we'll stop talking about the dog ordinance, maybe. We have had a very large issue, ironically, with animals running at large, dogs specifically. to the point where someone was really seriously hurt. And the dog was not off of the property. So the dog is technically not at large because the dog was on the owner's property, which is following our ordinance. But we still have dogs that are not on property all over town. So Carol and I and Travis deal with it a lot. And it's, the fine is a joke. And I would love for you to reconsider the fine, because that's a very small fine. It costs us a lot of money to issue that citation. So, and also the property, I had concerns from a resident that I shared with all of you about a dog not being leashed on the owner's property. She didn't feel safe. And then we had this other incident where someone was really hurt, even though they were on their property, but they weren't leashed under the control of the owner. So you guys need to think about if you want to change the ordinance and what that would look like. If you want to have them require leashing, require fencing, like actual fencing and not electric fencing.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not
say we've had a couple, I don't, probably at least 3 instances where they supposedly had electric fence and they get out. Or the batteries aren't being charged or they're not working for some reason.
And the dogs just don't care. They'll
Oh,
just hard right through it.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll deal with the shock and then
It's a couple
go
of yards
running
and they're
around.
gone.
For those electric fences or the invisible fence, like, is there, we don't have anything set where it's gotta be set so far back from like the sidewalk, so this person that got seriously hurt, walking on the sidewalk, that dog, whether that fencing wasn't working or was it like on this side of the sidewalk, is it on the,
Well, and was he on the sidewalk or did he go to pet the dog on that person's property?
Jamie is the one that's seen most of it. So, and from what I gathered, talking to him and everybody, is that the dog came up to the resident, approached the resident. And it was closer to the driveway, their driveway,
So on their driveway.
sidewalk driveway, kind of, so the yeah.
Because that was part of my question is, what defines the owner's property? Is it to the sidewalk where they should be able to walk safely? Or is it the street?
So, the action of dogs constituting a nuisance. Other premises, it shall be unlawful for an owner of an animal to allow or permit such animal to pass upon the premises of another if it causes damage to or interference with the premises. No.
No.
And then at large is animal found off the premises of his or her owner, doesn't say property, and not under the control of a person restrained within a motor vehicle or housed.
Sidewalks are typically deemed residents, right?
I mean, they're responsible for upkeep of them.
Except the right side of it, hence the tree issue.
Right, exactly. That's where I was going with this. If you go from the sidewalk to the street,
But
that's
the,
typically a city easement
Yeah.
with all the trees in it. City has to take care of the trees. So by rights, just how far does it go?
Don't know. So,
we'll be able to put in there that if you have the electric fence, then you have it back so far from the sidewalk. or from the lot line or whatever it may be.
I think we almost have to have it on a cable or a leash or something. But, I mean, we had a dog years ago and we put one of them underground fences in and you just watch the dog that he just tuck his neck down, go right through everything. You'd be chasing him, blocks and blocks away. Drove me nuts. I got rid of the dog. I'm just dead honest.
I mean, we could say that if you have an animal, you have to have a fence,
Or
unless they're leashed in the yard,
A physical fence.
right?
Must be contained somehow, whether it's a fence, whether it's the leash.
Or a kennel outside, but
I just think that at some point in time, there's gonna be an injury that's not good. And if we can prevent that from possibly happening, because we say it's gotta be in a fence or on a leash, then we have to try to do that. It's not guaranteed it's gonna stop it, but
And the owners know which one of their dogs they can trust and who they can't. We have one we can trust and one we can't. And the one we can is always on a leash, every time he's outside.
mhm.
And the other one has separation anxiety from its owners, so she never leaves. But, yeah, the owners know which dogs they can trust.
So you want to add in that physical fence requirement or leash?
yes.
Yes.
Do you want to change the running at large fines?
What are they currently?
50, 75, and 100.
What's it cost us to?
What's Micah's rate?
No.
250 or something?
250.
Add zeros to the fines.
Yeah.
Whatever it costs us, that should be fine.
Yeah, and like, we have to have the sheriff's office deliver the citation for us, so that's taking a deputy off, from whatever they're doing to go and deliver.
Well, and to be honest, like,
We pay them, we have a contract to
Right.
pay them, yeah.
our time too, just the amount of time to investigate and
The amount of time that Carol and Travis spend dealing with this
It's
is
been crazy.
insane.
What,
250 for the first offense.
I like that, but I'd like to add to it. So, to Shannon's point, you know which dogs are an issue, right? So if you have a dog that just runs off all the stinking time, the first offense is, I don't know, 250 or something, but now you're required to have at least or build a fence.
Yeah.
That prevents the next time.
Well, I think you're gonna build that, we're gonna put that into there anyway, correct?
the problem is some people have the fence and it's still breaking that's what's happening. So,
But I said the second offense is the cost of the ticket, which could be 500 or 600 bucks.
Okay, so 250, 500.
Okay.
I ain't having a dog.
I don't know.
Here's the thing though, you guys, we make every effort. And by we, I mean largely Carol and Travis. I don't.
so we usually start with a call,
Call,
or a
you
visit.
go, you bring them the ordinance,
Give
you
a
try to,
final warning.
I mean, because that's my whole thing, is you got neighbors come over, you have a little kid that lets your dog out, accidents will happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
And he's gonna get whacked $500.
we,
Or, the 250, or something like that, but habitual offenders, I fully get that.
In an instance like that, right, in an instance like that, you're gonna be out chasing that dog too.
It was right behind it.
Not
Yeah,
a road.
yeah,
Right.
right behind it.
If they're showing,
If they're trying,
they're
yeah.
taking some
Yeah.
action,
Yeah.
then you're not
Then
gonna.
it's, okay.
yeah.
This is like beyond 3, 4, 5 instances.
No, that's different.
it's just such a thing right now, like, I don't know what it is, but there are so many dogs running around.
I got pictures to prove it.
And, and then something happens. That is terrible. So if there's anything that we can do to manage it, which would be, you need a fence, you need a leash, like, these are just the things that we are trying to prevent problems. Fences, leashes, right?
Physical fences.
Yes. I wrote it down. Okay, so 250, 500, what's offense number 3? Or is there not an offense number 3?
750 sounds normal.
It does say habitually at large, it's unlawful for them to keep a dog for which the owner has been fined and convicted 3 times within a 12-month period. So they would have to remove their dog after the 3rd time. I feel like that might be punishment enough, but
Yeah, I would agree. with that.
Yeah.
like, I'm just saying, if I have a 3rd strike and I'm getting $1,000 fine and I have to remove my dog, like, I'm already heartbroken about removing my dog.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay. Okay. So that will go through the process then. Next request. Noise. Several complaints. Mark is complaining. This wasn't a Mark complaint. We had concerns about noise, excessive noise, and what our noise ordinance is and enforcement of it. So it was addressed and calmed down, but the request is there, so it is in front of your eyes for your review. Laurel, you want to share what you found in talking to some folks?
Sure, so I did drive around, it was a Friday night at 9:30, because I'm old and I don't do anything. So took a little drive, and I didn't see or hear anything, so Shannon was fast asleep, and so the noise was done.
Yeah.
His kids were contained.
He was
and
the
all
problem
that.
noise child.
The dogs are inside.
Yeah. Not coming from my house.
Mark, his house is dark. So, no, anyway, where they said they were hearing the noise from, I kind of drove around in the area, didn't hear anything. I did visit with another neighbor in the area later on. She did state that she does hear it as well. Sometimes it's music, sometimes it's just loud chatter, lots of conversations going on, to the point where they turn up their kids' sound machines so that the kids can go to sleep.
Do any of these people, do we ever suggest like just get a video recording?
Yeah, well, I did.
And I did not say anything to her. I just said, you know, are you hearing anything? And she said, yes. And I said, okay, what are you hearing? So I said, well, it's good to hear. I said, next time you hear that, let one of us know. And that's as far as I went, so.
So we have quiet hours, 8 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. Noise is unwanted or annoying sound. So during night hours, which the volume level a reasonable person would conclude could be expected to interfere with sleep or other quiet time activities. So I don't know that it needs to be changed.
Or the cops call law enforcement at all to enforce it?
This person did not.
Well, in Larchwood we had to, because
They
I've
were-
had to do it myself.
It was recommended to do that because it's a quicker resolution, right?
Well, for me, if a cop coming up to me, if I got one of us, I'm gonna listen to the cop a lot quicker and feel more consequences from it.
Mhm.
So I'm just curious.
Mhm. Yep.
Having over and over and over,
Mhm.
why would you not?
So. Is there another page to this? with the-
I'm actually surprised it's 8 PM,
Yeah, I thought it was later. I thought it was 10.
because that's a little crazy, like thinking,
I mean, I'm just looking at the noise ordinance that's in front of me.
Nah, I was always just had the understanding it was like 10.
or you think at least at dark.
Give me a second and I'll check my book from 2016. It's not any different.
Just seems early, even people, if you have a fire pit or playing baseball at the park.
Right.
We're going the wrong direction. They want it quieter.
Sure.
You are
Don't have
leading
fun.
the wrong way here.
8 o'clock, you give them a little leeway.
If we make it later, then it's not against the ordinance.
No, it's 8 PM.
That seems good.
Yeah.
Especially during the
Change
summer, around the 4th of July.
Yeah, that's,
Well, there are exceptions, so variances can be granted. For work activity, this is on page 139. Special community events. There's a procedure to obtain a variance permit for that. Spontaneous celebrations are permitted. Yes,
Isn't everything?
well, it says exactly, it gives examples.
Kind of.
Associated with specific events such as victory celebrations, athletic events, motor vehicle processions following a wedding, stuff like that, is granted to 10 o'clock PM. Enforcement is the Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Do you want to change it or you want to leave it? What do you want to do?
8 o'clock seems pretty early.
We are going the opposite direction. You guys.
I mean, these are
This is
10-year,
the exact opposite of what was requested.
it is a 10-year-old ordinance.
Maybe people don't know that it's 8 o'clock. And so they're thinking it's 10 o'clock and so their noise is really loud until 10 o'clock. They don't, you know what I mean? Maybe they don't realize our ordinance is 8 quiet hours.
I didn't realize it was 8, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I figured it was 10 o'clock as well.
So you want to change it to 10, is what I'm gathering from everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where I do this deeper. Well, did I do that?
Okay, 8 PM. Do you want any other edits to that, or are you good? Good,
I think we're good with
okay,
the rest of it.
okay. Park. Ball field lights, right?
So I got a call from PJ and at AMJ Electric. And he said that he had talked to Greg about the ball field lights. Greg had come to him with some concerns about the panels. So the ball field lights are turned on by breakers in the panels. And those breakers are getting worn out. The panels themselves are getting pretty worn out. So when you go to turn them off, the whole breaker like pops out. So that's obviously kind of a hazard, right? But so he recommended replacing these. They're old and you can't get that style anymore. So he recommended replacing the entire panel with bolt-in style, so you'll never have the problem again. Ballpark, he gave me an estimate of in the $2,500 range.
Per light.
No, to replace, it's not lights, it's just the control box for the lights.
Okay,
Would anyone still have access to that then? Like anyone who wants to go turn on the lights?
Yeah. It'd be the same as it is now, it's just a lot safer.
bolted in.
I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
you pull that cover, I literally turn the lights off for the fireworks, and you pull that cover open, and it's like, oh, there's like some wires and stuff right here.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Probably not good with kids being in there doing that.
Yeah.
There you go.
And those little kids are turning those on.
Mhm.
So we should probably fix that.
Yeah.
A no-brainer.
Yeah.
Okay. Panel fix about $2,500.
Do we have to get bids on that, or?
So our general rule of thumb
Just do.
is to get bids. However, we also have to set it out loud
I just said out loud.
in a meeting. That's the stream. So it will make it hard for it to be a fair deal. So we can move forward if everyone's okay with that? Okay. Soccer field, that was also you?
Yeah. I had someone approach me about putting a soccer field in town. Just an idea because West Lyon is pursuing soccer as an option. Yeah, their soccer fields in Larchwood are too small. They're not regulation size. They're just little kids' soccer fields. And Larchwood has the big ball field for West Lyon. And would could build a regulation size soccer field. Of course, that comes along with lights and all sorts of stuff. It's not just a field, right? You got all that stuff. One idea was down in that low area where we have city homes, we're looking at residential development there, but having it be a low area requires less issues down the road if you use that for soccer events, and if it floods, it's a big deal.
You are meaning the field behind your house?
Yep.
Okay.
In that area.
Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't somebody give Larchwood land to pursue soccer fields and money to do this?
I haven't been there, I guess.
I have no idea.
Thought there was something in the paper like a year or two ago. You read the paper.
That's so great.
A lot of information. I would like, I guess, the city to Larchwood, if that's pursued, if it's not gonna be, I'm not for sure who it was. There was something at one time that was, I thought, talked about for Larchwood. They were gonna have actually a whole complex set up.
Oh, wow.
They did talk about that when they were gonna put their community building in the park.
Mhm.
You know, 'cause that's where their practice, some of their practice fields are.
Mhm.
Then they got moved, and I think there's still talk of, I'm not sure what through or not, I can double check for you too.
Okay.
It's,
Just, there was something,
yeah, it's kind of like in the, I don't want to say the northeast, kind of the middle of town, actually. Out Dollar General, north of there,
north and east.
north and east, yeah.
Okay, that's what other general.
In that area, it was back, yeah. well, so on, so.
Will you let us know?
Yeah,
Let me know, and then
yeah.
I'll-
Okay, I'll call you.
Well then, Archer's just gonna have everything.
It's like a- I don't know if that fell through or not, it's been a while ago since I've read that.
Well, my question was gonna
Haven't
be,
heard about
what
it.
level, what, would have been like the high school, like a varsity level?
Mhm.
So I didn't know if they, like a junior high or JV had different field sizes, different facilities, something like that. Right?
I don't know those answers either.
Yeah, I don't know.
If we want to do it, you'd want to do, yeah, regulation for high school, because that, my understanding is that they're already approved and they're moving forward with the girls varsity soccer currently. So
Let's follow up and see if Larchwood's doing it. And
I did speak with a school board member, and they didn't say anything about Larchwood doing it. So
also, I would love to see it like established at West Lyon a little bit before
no, like,
we go bananas on a large investment with soccer. Just my thought.
Because with the possibility that they would do that on the football field as well, because then you've got the facility already there. And that's how a lot of places do it.
My understanding, they're getting a lot of pushback.
Are they? Okay.
Rosie.
I don't think that they'll do anything on the football field.
No,
I think with the track too, it's not wide enough for it.
Oh,
There's something, that's why we can't even get 8 lanes, it's not wide enough, everything there.
We'll investigate. Get some more info. I put the tree removal near that new shelter house, so it doesn't fall off, because you mentioned it last time. Are we hoping to tackle that this summer, fall time, or do you, like, where are we at with that? I would like to know, so we can determine if we're gonna work on it now or wait.
Investments for that.
No, it's just literally a carryover from, so we don't forget about it. Would you like to do it sooner rather than later?
It would be a shame to see that building go down.
How many trees does this include?
It's one,
Just one.
yeah.
It was damaged in the storm some, and some larger branches were removed, but it's still there. It's a pretty big tree.
You should get some bids to get it down, I think.
Can you guys, as my parks people, get some quotes on removing it and when it could be removed, and then we can make a decision at our next council meeting?
that'll work.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, I can work on that.
Anything else on parks? Anybody? Okay, communications. So we had a super busy last month with concerns from residents, and it all amounts to sending out a whole bunch of text messages and emails so that everybody knows what's going on, because you're getting a question, I'm getting a question, you're getting a question, and we all need to know so that we have the same message, what's going on. So they're FYI text messages or they're FYI emails, but it's a lot. And so Travis and I and Carol we've been trying to brainstorm how we want to tackle that. Travis created a tracker that I totally forgot about a long time ago, like for when you first got your job, pretty much.
With, during the contingency list.
And it has the concern that was raised, what's been done, where it's left off, what the actions are.
I call it the resident doc log.
So like, for instance, I get a phone call or I get a text message, instead of spamming everybody, it just goes in the tracker. They get it, it goes in there. So then the thought is that you get approached from Joe Schmo and you want to know what's going on, you can hop into the tracker and you can see, this is the latest thing that's been going on and this is what I'm going to let this person know, right? So then you don't have to fire off, you can just answer the question. You can also say, I'm not sure, I'll talk to you later, or call Becca, right? Like, you can have, that's fine.
It's beneficial for us, like we just used during the citation instance, we provided the attorney like step by step, like what has happened, the steps we've taken, etc. So.
And then we can see like, well, Travis talked to them on this day and I talked to them on this day, and it just makes it so much cleaner. So much cleaner.
Because my emails and my phone with all the text and having to go back.
Yeah. And then when we have something big happen, it is a lot easier, right? Okay. So if people are okay with that, we will share the link and we will all use that. So our expectation will be that we update it when we get it. That is also an expectation for you guys. You are responsible for when you get it. It is very easy. It's like 5 cells, okay? Who contacted you, what their concern was, what you did about it, if anything needs to happen next.
Pretty
Right.
typical spreadsheet.
Very easy. Okay,
Compatible with.
So how are we gonna have access to that then?
he gives you access.
I think what I'll do too, just thinking out loud now, is maybe I'll organize it so that when we populate, it'll be alphabetized or something too. That way you can do a search in the for a resident's name, Travis, but I'll try to alphabetize it so it's easier to find.
You'd have access either on your phone or on your computer.
I guess I like the name, but I also like if it's a dog issue, you know. that
It's on-
a
that's in there.
Specific category, okay.
You know,
And you guys can fiddle with it and then be like, I want to add that, or I want to do that. You know what I mean? We can fix it to check the box for you. Okay,
What platform is this like?
it's Excel.
Excel.
It's super easy. Yeah. And then I told Travis, if it gets more complicated and we're getting like really deep with tracking issues, which, dear God, please don't let that be a thing. But if that's what happens, we might need to look at something more sophisticated.
Yeah.
And we do not need to invent that. Other cities have that, and that's what we can do that, right? So. Okay, and then communication, that was the tracking log, phones. So I talked to Larchwood. Larchwood's, their city council, their mayor, their city staff are all provided phones for city council. It is $200 a month. And it is their city phone. It is a way for them to be separate, right? So it was just a conversation. I don't know about Travis. I did talk to Jamie about it, but it is very difficult for me to turn this off. Like, very difficult.
Mhm.
Went on a vacation, unless I am literally without service, it does not stop. Doesn't matter that Mark is mayor pro tem. And so I'm still forwarding and pushing, right? And answering, because it's just quicker for me to answer.
Mhm.
So it's not, but I'm not asking this for just me. Like, I inundate Travis constantly with stuff at 9 o'clock at
well,
night.
this is my last job too. I'm on standby 24/7. That's just,
But he could have a city phone that is off after the hours of 4, right? So then he can deal with.
I don't know. I could turn it off. I don't know if I know how to do that.
Yeah, I talked to the mayor in Larchwood about it, and I was like, it's a way for them to set some boundaries and to have some separation, right?
So then our numbers that are on the website would get changed.
Go away. Yes.
So then after 6 o'clock at night, the community has nobody to contact.
I don't like that. I feel this is our job, is to be the eyes and ears, people out there for us. I don't like that we can just go, not no more. Me personally,
You can, and that's the conversation piece, right?
I don't feel that's right.
I also get very familiar with my phone. So like me personally, how to use it. If you have two different ones, could get a little interesting. Unless you have a say in that, like I want another iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, you can, so like, I can call people with an app, Proximity, and it hides my number, but there's no point in me hiding my number, right? Because they'll just show up at my door. Which is fine, right? We're meant to be accessible, we're meant to be approached. My whole thing is, you're on vacation, you're with your family. You don't need to be contacted. They can reach out to other people, right? So they also provide them with iPads. All of their council and mayor have iPads, as well as their city clerk, to do their city work.
I do like that. The Riverboat Foundation provided us with these, so that is a nice feature. It's easier to read.
So just putting it out there. I'm cool, like, with it. Jamie said, everyone has my number now. All the reps have my number, all the people, like, everyone has my number, so trying to switch it would be hard. I'm like, that's fine. I just want to know what you think.
Does the city currently have anything like where they put anything towards phones or anything?
And we can do that too. But my concern is not a cost issue.
It's a contact issue.
It's
I
a
mean,
contact
because
issue.
You do hands down get more contact than anybody else. So
I don't know that. I don't know how much you get contacted.
I think that's pretty safe to say.
I think Carol and Travis get contacted a lot.
Well, right.
I think Jamie gets contacted a lot.
Facebook Messenger, all sorts of things.
It's mostly just phone calls and text messages for me. That's about it. But again, yeah, I'm fine. If I'm on vacation, I just say, yeah, I'm on vacation. Call somebody else. For me, it's not a big deal.
Mhm.
If I'm home at night, it doesn't matter if it's the pager going off or the phone. It's whatever.
Mhm. That's good. Just good for that. Something to think about. Okay, character award. We can finally publicize it. We were awarded. It is on the 31st. I have Laurel going and myself. Rick, I never heard back from you. Are you going or not? RSVPs are due on the 23rd, so next Thursday. It's at 5:30. We are going down that day and coming back that day. It'll be a late night. Laurel and I will drink lots of coffee.
Where is it again?
Altoona.
Altoona.
It's like 4 hours away.
4 hours. Yeah.
We're gonna leave at noon. We're a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's not my concern.
They're making a video. They did interviews of 5 people. They'll be showing the video at the ceremony. They'll be saying some nice things. They give us the award. We don't say anything. We just receive the award. Have a nice dinner. And then our video we get to share afterwards.
When do you get nobody?
Next Thursday. Okay, you can bring your spouse also if you want.
Okay.
Our table has 10 seats, so there's room. Laurel and I will each get 2. Downtown assessment. So you guys, Travis talked about this. That downtown assessment, you should have this somewhere at your station. Travis made these. Thank you, Travis. They're very beautiful. Did you get one yet? Here you go, Jen.
Can I take one?
Yep.
Awesome.
So these are, if you want, don't take it. They are from the Iowa Economic Development Authority. They're downtown group. James, who goes by Jim, and Jim. They do a downtown walk around. So they're gonna come and do a walk around. They'll first meet, you can see the itinerary or schedule on the other side. They'll first meet with community leaders and businesses from downtown at 2:30, and then they have a walk around at 3:30, and then at 4:30 to 6:30, they sequester and they have their own conversation about what they've seen and what they've heard. And they talk about the areas that Inwood is doing really well downtown and the areas where Inwood could potentially grow and improve that and focus on. And then at 6:30, they have a public presentation that's open to everybody.
So
So
2:30 and 6:30 will both be at Belly Up.
yes. So we have that dedicated meeting at 2:30 with business owners specifically. And we've been going out to, Travis has been going out to business owners and talking to them about that, because we really, really want our business owners downtown to see Inwood support that and invest in that and participate in the conversation. We all need them to band together for this project, right? And then the walk around anybody can attend. And then the 6:30 public meeting is for anybody. So that is an opportunity for the community to come and hear about what we've learned. And that is at Belly Up, and we will have some refreshments, some light refreshments there. So we do need RSVPs though, because we are gonna have some refreshments. So please, if you are going to be there, which I beg of you to make every effort to be there as city council, this is a really important thing.
For the 6:30,
If you can be
RSVP?
RSVP for the 6:30.
Okay, not the 2:31.
I would love for you to be there for the 2:31. I know.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And this is,
Fire meeting that night.
this date was projected by them because they're in the area. They have an Orange City, workshop the next
So
day.
it says the 3rd, 4th, or 5th.
Yes.
I was like, push it,
I-
any other
yeah.
day.
So,
Mondays are always bad.
Yeah. so be there if you can, RSVP. Feel free to talk to businesses about it. Travis he hit 41 of them, which is fabulous. But the word on the street is that people are excited. So.
Yeah.
Should be a really great visit. Any questions on that? Okay, town hall for August. We skipped July, so. Okay, I can do the 22nd. That's my only Saturday that's available right now. Otherwise, I can do during the week, if we want to try another during the week one. Do people have a preference? 22nd? Okay. Want me to do earlier? We've typically been doing like 10. Do you want to do 9?
I like early as possible.
9 a.m.?
Sure.
Okay. Oops, I put it on the wrong day. Delete. 22nd. Okay. At 9 a.m. All right. Around the room.
Which way to start?
You.
Do we need to discuss a text that you sent about an extended camper?
Did we get any applications, requests?
2.
So they need to be discussed. Where are they?
I don't know where you said it.
They're still in the desk right there.
Otherwise, they won't be approved. Bye, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for coming.
See you hopefully on the 3rd, so.
I'm sending it down because it's just, we're really quick to read.
Well, here's your Wildwood.
Their name's at the bottom too, so it really don't matter too much, but. I thought that was funny. I might just start calling them Wildwood.
He's got departure date as 15/10, does he mean 10/15? So Wildwood,
So
October.
I heard he might be potentially, I should ask John, but I heard he might be going out there, like John's building a pad out there for
That
DM.
was what his reason, waiting for housing.
He mentioned apartment, but I heard now that they might build out there for him. Out at John's.
That's what I have,
That pad.
so.
That John Floyd's gonna
Okay,
build
this
a
guy.
pad for Deanne to go out there.
Yeah. When I presented the policy to him, he he said that he was, moving like a little trailer house thing onto a pad or something out there.
He's making a camping pad.
He's making it,
That's nice.
they're in the process of it. He was hoping to have it done.
2 to 3 weeks.
And I say that doesn't jive with his requested departure date.
Did that come in today, Carol? Or when did that come
He
in?
returned that like
6/30/26,
So our update from John is much more recent
yeah.
with the 2 to 3 weeks request.
His most recent said it for like a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he told me, like 6 weeks max is what he told me from 30th.
Mm.
That was John or that was Dion?
Yeah.
Today?
No, from June 30th when I presented the policy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because we just got that
Right.
message from John.
But that was
Yeah,
when I
okay,
talked to Dion. He said,
okay,
yeah, hopefully in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
okay.
Back over there.
Here you go.
Well, we have contact from John saying 3 weeks, requesting 3 weeks. You know, we can do the first weekend of August, we can do the second weekend of August, and that would give them, that would be John's timeline.
So you want to approve that request, but have a deadline of what?
Do we know for sure? Maybe do 4 weeks, and that way we'll give them a little bit longer time than John, just in case something doesn't come through, and
The 31st is 3 weeks. The 7th is 4 weeks.
the 7th is one a day.
A Friday.
Okay, so give him,
Why don't you just go with the date he requested, and if he's less than, no problem.
and then you're not enforcing anything really.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, in my mind, shouldn't they have to request every 14 days to stay? There's about another
That's
14
what's
days.
written.
Yeah,
You
by
know, so-
rights, yeah.
And to me, they don't have to request it. Move to a different site.
Right, they can move.
That's as simple as that.
Yeah,
And-
Let's simplify the system.
No.
That's what it is.
Oh, I know.
It doesn't say that they have to move, that we have to approve it every 14 days. It says camping units may occupy a campsite for up to 14 days unless otherwise approved by the city council.
Correct, so 14 days, they have
They
to.
agree with that, 40 days.
For the first time,
No, anytime. It's 14 days. You can't do 2 weeks, that's it.
right, unless otherwise approved. So they're asking for an approval, and we say,
for the
you
end of the
can,
year.
you can stay for 3 months. You can stay for 1 month.
Correct.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I thought you meant every 14 days, they have to come in and ask for an extension.
No, every 14 days, they could literally go from spot 1 to spot 2.
Yeah, without requesting.
Because they're
an
changing.
extension.
And
Yes,
they go back to spot 1.
yes, yeah.
That is one way to circumvent it.
Yeah.
That we do not have in there.
Mhm. Yeah. So what do you want to do? want to grant in 3 weeks, want to grant in 4 weeks, you want to just say you have to move and he has to move to a new spot?
I'm good with the 9th. Most campgrounds, you get out by the end of the weekend.
Oh, okay,
So,
so Sunday, August 9th.
I don't know, thoughts, whatever. Unless, okay, maybe the question really to ask is, are there any more spots that have reservations? Do we have people wanting sites in there?
Are those the only, I didn't drive by today, are those the only two campers there right now?
So as long as we don't have like 3 other campers requesting a spot that this place would have to move, then so be it.
And they gotta make sure, I mean, and we have that in there as part of the policy, that they have to keep the area clean.
That's been brought up more than once.
Cannot get out of hand like it did.
Well, that would be when they exit, then it's all got to be cleaned up. You're not coming back the next day to finish and they got, no, when you leave, you're gone.
Right.
So
Okay, so what are we
that's
doing?
my thoughts.
Maybe we approve 4 weeks at a time.
But we didn't write any of that in the policy. It was, my brain, the way it worked was after 14 days, you seek another 14 days of approval.
Right.
But it's not in the policy.
Yeah.
So they can literally ask for 2 years from now if they wanted to, except for the fact that we obviously closed the campground in October. But, so they're not illegitimate requests.
I think we make the extension and say the 9th, and that's the end of it, because if you don't call an end to it, it'll get drug out. They'll be here till October 15th. Or there's the possibility of that, because they didn't get cement poured, they didn't get the water run, they didn't get the electric over there, or whatever.
Do you want the 10th? And the only reason I'm asking about the 10th is because that's a city council meeting. So then if something happened at John Floyd Junior's, and if there was something, we would have a council meeting where we could, again, review an extension or whatever, right? Or do you just want the 9th?
I like we just re-vote on every council meeting until then. Because now if we give them a 3-month, whatever it is, approval, and then something happens in between, they're like, well, you approved us to stay here. Until then, well, not if you have garbage everywhere and all that, like.
So approve it until the 10th? Approve through the 10th?
Until the next council meeting.
Yeah.
We reapprove it at the next council meeting for the next month.
I think we have to have a date though.
Right.
So it would be the 10th.
So is that for both of them or just the one?
I think both.
I mean, we have to do it for both, because they both basically ask for the same thing.
Yeah.
Do it for one, we do it for both.
Yeah.
So we monitor it. We get more complaints, we know not to do it again. If they're sitting empty. That too, and I'd like to revisit too some other time, whenever, upping our rates too, because I think they're awful low for full hookup compared to other places. That needs to be open some other time.
Okay. Okay, both extended, approved through 8/10 to be revisited then. Mark, anything else?
Are we looking at Diagonal Street next month? Deciding that.
He was gonna get that third. Oh,
Mm-mm,
he wasn't.
mm-mm.
Get to,
They didn't reply.
I had a phone call today asking, what's the point of even doing Diagonal Street? It doesn't need to be done that bad. There are other places we could
I've been told it more than once,
Oh, really?
to be honest.
Oh,
Drive on it every day.
No,
it's pretty bad.
They also stated that maybe we should put signs up for no truck traffic. Make them go down to the intersection and turn.
Truck traffic isn't what got it bad. Our construction project and the county putting that stuff on last summer is what got it bad.
So if the county redoing it, can we just remill it and redo it again for quarter the price? You know, that's what caused it.
Well, they just tried to spot fill it. They didn't. do
Patch
that.
it.
Yeah. I don't know if they can do something else, maybe if they could grind it down or what, I don't know how that would work.
Okay, I didn't know how severe it was when they first did it.
It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as after they did it. It was bad because there were holes, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was bad. But when they did it, all of a sudden it became really rough. And then you're bouncing along it and stuff like that, so.
Like, it's not in the budget for this year at all. So, I mean, we just approved the budget for. And that wasn't in there.
So wait,
That doesn't mean we can't amend, though, Mark. Amendments can happen.
Has that ever been asked, or maybe we get laughed at, because they asked the county to help?
Perhaps if we get laughed at.
You know, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever done that in any other towns, but because it is a big asset for the truck traffic going down there.
I can ask. I can go to the Board of Supervisors meeting.
Something's better than nothing. Now we know definite hard numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Silly question, but didn't they do that with Cherry Cargill? Where they have the, like, no trucks going past.
Garfield.
the Garfield? Right? I mean, can you put a sign up, I mean, can we put signs up that we don't have trucks going down that diagonal? I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice because they just buzz right into the,
They do
Elevator,
because the corner is tough for trucks.
Yeah.
down at Oak Street.
Yeah, that's a tough.
With all the
Tough four-way
traffic, you have to hold wide to turn.
I watched that guy.
Or they go to
roll over the
Main
side.
Street.
That's gonna be worse, yeah. And my whole thing is too, then try to enforce it.
Well, I'll go to,
Reinforces.
I'll talk to Amy and I can see when the next Board of Supervisors meeting is and
Yeah,
get
just
on the
say,
agenda and ask.
hey, look, replace it, help. That corner's way too tight for trucks. It doesn't help us out. Anything.
Yeah, and then I don't know if we have $300,000.
I don't know either at this point.
So,
I will be thankful next year to know what the project has cost us, where we sit.
the community center,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, I'll keep you posted on that. What else? Any more?
good.
No? Okay. Normally Jordan's doing that stuff. Shannon, anything?
I'm good.
Jordan? Oh, whoa.
Mark took all one.
Sorry, man.
Do you have anything? No. Go on. Okay. Yeah. All right, next meeting, August 10th, 6:30. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Board, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Adjourn.
Laurel, when you were talking about night, you're hanging around, it's like, that's my bedtime on Friday. I have to work